Chile has one of the longest coastlines in the world. Chile is one of the longest countries in the world with a coastline of around 6,500 kilometers long. However, it is also one of the narrowest in the world with a width of just over 200 kilometers. More than one-third of Chile's population lives in Greater Santiago. Chile is one of the longest countries in the world. Why Chile is so successful? In short, thanks to the free market reforms introduced by the Chicago Boys and maintained by the democratic regimes that came later, Chile became the most prosperous country in Latin America, which mostly benefited the poorest members of the population. According to latest polls, between 45% and 55% of the population identifies as Catholic. Is education in Chile free? Compulsory education only covered the 8 years of primary school, but in 2003 a constitutional reform established in principle free and compulsory secondary education for all Chileans up to 21 years of age. What language is spoken in Chile? Spanish. Chile official language. Chile's official language is Spanish, but Chilean Spanish has a very different flavor than other Spanish-speaking countries. Chile is the world's largest producer of copper, lithium and iodine, as well as agricultural products, such as fresh grapes, blueberries, plums and dehydrated apples. What is the culture of Chile? Chilean culture tends to be very family-focused, and children are taught to have a strong respect for their parents. Chile is not the typical Latin machista society. Most men want their wives to work and are proud of their accomplishments. In fact, statistics show that women have made great strides in Chilean society. Why is Chile high income? It has the highest per-person income (GDP per capita) in Latin America and belongs to the category of high-income countries according to the World Bank. Is Chile good for study? Chile has one of the best education systems in Latin America, with a lot of universities to choose from and 2 universities in QS is top 5 Latin America. With a rich culture and great outdoors, Chile has been attracting more international students every year. Is English spoken in Chile? In Chile, Spanish is the official language. English is commonly spoken in the major cities, especially in Santiago. However, never assume that an individual speaks English. What is Chile's national sport? Rodeo. Chilean rodeo. Rodeo. Chilean rodeo is the national sport in Chile, practiced in the more rural areas of the country, and is the second most popular sport in Chile, after football. Are there any Muslims in Chile? Sources of the Islamic community indicate that at the moment, in Chile, there are 3,000 Muslims. Many of those are Chileans who, as a result of their conversion, have even changed their names. Is Chile a beautiful country? Beautiful Chile is a destination of prized contrasts with dramatic landscapes that vary from the starkness of the Atacama Desert, the world's driest, in the north and the Patagonian ice fields in the south to fertile valleys, forests as old as time, temperamental volcanoes and unspoiled beaches. Is Chile expensive to live? A single-person estimated monthly costs are $727.1, $579,800.8 without rent. Cost of living in Chile is, on average, 34.6% lower than in United States. Rent in Chile is, on average, 69.4% lower than in United States. What are the top 3 languages in Chile? Language spoken. The vast majority of Chile's population speak Chilean Spanish or variants of it, while a smaller number speak an indigenous language. What is famous about Chile? Chile is affectionately known by its inhabitants as the País de los Poetas, or the country of poets. This is because 2 of the country's most well-known and beloved literary figures were the poets and writers Gabriela Mistral and Pablo Neruda, who both won the Nobel Prize in Literature.